bodies! They're all dead.
What's up, y'all? We back at it with another chapter of Kagurabachi, chapter 99, one away from 100. I feel like the next chapter is going to be big as hell. It's going to be a crazy chapter just based off what we got here. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. There's something that happened in this chapter that I'm upset with. Now, we could be wrong. I could be wrong. But it looks as if Azume might be finished off. And I know a lot of y'all said that in the previous chapter, but like seeing what happened in this one with Yura, yo, I was not expecting that. And then that kid, I believe his name is like Yuki something. I gotta get back to the page with his name on it. But he might actually be the strongest member of that group. And not because of his fighting skills, just because of his sorcery ability. I'm not sure if his ability is to completely regenerate or to have like faith, like if he has faith in a certain person and if he believes in a person a certain way, you know what I'm saying, he can live up to their expectations. And with Yura saying like, yo, you're the strongest, because Yura kept saying that to him, his sorcery ability allows him to be able to be the strongest if he believes in that person. So that's why I feel like his ability could go either way, where he can regenerate, or, you know what I'm saying, if he believes in someone enough, he could take on the attributes of what that person believes of him. So I'm not really sure. I just had to put that out there. But what a chapter. And what's the guy named Ikutu? Hopefully I'm saying his name right. Probably saying it wrong. The Iron Sand guy. That dude dope as hell, yo. Honestly, I'm not mad. I was mad that him and his group got demolished by Sojo. But if that's what it took for him to become this strong here, hey man, I'm glad it happened. Sojo, you did a great job wiping out his whole crew, because now this dude is a straight monster. Keep in mind, this dude is doing all of this and he hasn't eaten in months because he wanted himself to perish. So he hasn't eaten in months, so he's suffering from malnutrition. And not only that, he destroyed that little demon dog or whatever sorcery ability where if you wipe it out, your body gets heavy. And he did that as well. So right now he's suffering from all of that. And this dude is still fighting pretty damn good against the strongest member of their group. We got to get into this chapter, man. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. And how many of y'all was caught off guard today with the time change? I completely forgot. The chapters are here early. I'm like, what the hell is this notification for? I still got an hour. So yeah, I couldn't set up the way I wanted to because I got to talk about this chapter. This shit was crazy. But it starts off where you got the Iron Sand guy. He's on the ground. He's feeling heavy from all of the from the weight of that sorcery ability. You got it where you got other sorcerers are coming to his aid to help out and trying to locate this new vessel. You have it where the Iron Sand mask that he got of his friend is dripping with blood because it just impaled the young boy that's a part of Yura's group. And you have it where they're looking at it, and Iron Sand dude is like, yo, sorry kid, we're gonna have to kill you so that we can call in reinforcements. We have to wipe you out. And even though this kid just got impaled, he instantly pulls out a blade out his coat pocket and he's going to stab, your boy Ikutu, and he's about to slash him. Next thing you know, you have it with more Iron Sand pierces this kid and at the same time slashes his hand off. Yo, I'm sorry, this Iron Sand might be my favorite ability in the series. I thought Azume ability where he can make his body faster and stronger and make his opponent weaker, I thought that might have been my favorite ability. But this Iron Sand, I don't know. Matter of fact, let me know in the comment section below. What's the best sorcery ability that you've seen in this series so far that you're like, yo, if I could get it, I would take it? I'm taking Iron Sand hands down. The fact that this guy don't even have to be mobile and he can still do shit. But you have it where, he's even noticing like, yo, this kid is so fast, even though he's wounded like that. Like, this is crazy. But you got it with a kid, even though his hand just got slashed, he's still trying to maneuver it to slash, Ikutu. And then next thing you know, you see what the kid is actually able to regenerate. And he tells him like, yo, there's no need to apologize. I'm 17. I'm a grown up. And of course, you have it where Ikutu is talking to himself as well as to the mask, his friend, which really isn't there. It's really just his mind working that way. And you got it where they're thinking like, yo, he's 17, that's still a kid. And they're saying like, yo, with this kid ability, he's able to buy time because he can't die. He's able to keep up this barrier even longer because nothing we're doing to him is making him go down for the count. But you have it where they're saying like, even though he can regenerate, the fact that this kid can still withstand this type of pain and still keep pushing forward, he's clearly no ordinary kid. And then you have it where Ikatu, he falls down to the ground. You have it where he's saying like, yo, he haven't eaten in ages. He's a little too weak right now, but he's got to do what he can to try to stop what's going on. You have it where his mask speaks to him, his friend speaks to him. I'm gonna just call him the friend. I mean, even though we know it's not real, I'm gonna just call it his friend. You have it where his friend, the mask, says like, yo, he needs about a 20-second break. And then you got it where Ikatu says like, yo, somebody quick decapitate this kid. That's crazy that the series is just like, yo, take the kid head off and we will be able to finish him. But next thing you know, they show a panel of Hakuri. And yo, my boy, even though he's been nerfed, he's still that guy. Hakuri is still that guy. But you got it where he instantly teleports, you know what I'm saying? Or it looks as if he teleports your girl, Kiri, right behind, this young kid. And she goes with her long blade to try to take the kid head off. But of course, the kid managed to dodge it. And you got it where, he starts engaging in battle with Kiri. He managed to get slashed, get both his arms taken off by her, but he's still able to regenerate. You got it where she's observing and she's like, yo, seriously, this kid can regenerate? Then he manages to kick Kiri away, and then you have Hakuri stepping in again and making another blade teleport towards him from his storehouse. So the blade appears, and this just shows how much he has improved as a fighter. Just think, an arc or two ago, this guy was a novice, and look how much his battle sense has grown. Hakuri is going to be a real problem, man, if he's given more time to develop. But you got it where he makes another sword appear from his storehouse. Then he uses his push ability with his palm to send the sword flying towards this member of Yura's group. And then once that happens, the kid dodges the blade, but you have Kiri that's right behind him catching the blade, and she uses that opportunity to slice the kid. And you get the head, which is crazy. She actually managed to do it, but the kid grabs his own head, and you have it where they're observing like, what? This kid body can still move even though the head is gone. And then you have the kid. I'm assuming the kid is thinking this. He says, if Yura says something's white, even if it's black, it's white. And that's what had me thinking, well, maybe that's what the kid ability is. If he believes in someone so much, it will make their belief reality. And, Yura believing that this kid is the strongest member of his group has this kid believing that he is the strongest person of this group, which makes him the strongest person of this group. That's just my thoughts on how his sorcery ability could work. I could be completely wrong, and it could be that the kid really is just strong because he has the ability to regenerate. Maybe, maybe I'm putting too much thought in it, but you have it where he goes to say like, I'm the strongest, Hishaku member. And you got it where he says, Yura said so it must be true. And again, another reason why I believe that's how his powers work. But you got it where even Ikatu is looking and he's like, yo, even decapitated, this kid is still talking. He's invincible. There's no way. There must be some trick. We have to we have to burn his body down to the ground. We must hurry. But then you have it where Ikatu instantly realized like, yo, we need to get out of here. This dude uses his iron sand to push. It must have been 20 seconds as well. He uses his iron sand to push Kiri as well as Hakuri and towards him. And then he makes a wall of iron sand. Next thing you know, oh my gosh, you got Yura showing up and everybody in his path is just collapsing to the ground. These guards that were here to try to help out in the battle, you see that they instantly fall to the ground. Flowers are growing out of their back, and you got it where the kid calls out to Yura, and then Yura says the kid name, which is Yukisada. I don't know if I'm gonna just call him Yuki for short. I don't know, I might just call him Sada for short because I think I'll call another character Yuki for short. Matter of fact, Yuki, the girl with the flame bone. So I'm gonna just call him Sada for short. But you got it with Sada standing there holding his own head, smiling and happy that now Yura is there. And you have it where they jump back to Ikatu and he's thinking like, yo, we're too late. And then you got Hakuri saying like, yo, I thought Izame was holding him off. And then the Iron Sand guy's like, yo, for one instant, I glimpsed to what he was holding. And you see that he's holding the arm. Now, I think it's Izume's arm, but they may be trying to trick us, and it may be someone else's arm that he's actually holding. And you got him pointing in a certain direction saying like, yo, enough delaying, let's get towards the sword master. And you have it as he's constantly walking towards the sword master, and they're just showing different people laid out on the ground dead because Yura has took out each and every one of them. You got him walking down steps. He walks to this podium and he says like, yo, down below, he's here, the sword master. And they show the sword master as well as Yura on a panel, and it just looks crazy as hell, man. But hey, look, this chapter, goated as hell. It looks like I said, my only problem that I have with this chapter is that it seems as if Izume has died. And if that's the case, I'm going to be mad as hell. At least let him survive. You could take the arm. You could keep the arm. Like Gon said in Hunter x Hunter, you could keep the arm, but the rest is mine. Like, at least let Izume survive this. But the fact that the Iron Sand dude was like, yo, nah, bro. We don't want to fuck with this dude. Like, he was ruthless. He didn't care about dying in the previous chapters. But once he seen Yura, he's like, hey, look, man, I think I need to live. I don't want to die that type of way. So I just think that's crazy as hell. But my bad for shaking the camera. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like it, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.